The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Friday night on the House of Stein for the Hot 10 Comic Show. Always, every Friday here on House of Stein. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Hey, and if you're one of the 38 people who are here with us at the very beginning on the show where we are on time, hit that thumbs up. That'll really help us. Appreciate it. What's going on, guys? Stein, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I got a little friend behind my right shoulder here that is now joined me. My biggest purchase in collectibles ever.
Really?
Nice.
Ever. Yes. For those who don't like soccer, but yes, my biggest purchase ever.
You went ahead and did it, son of a gun.
It's a messy one of one superfractor.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's my biggest purchase ever. Now I just need to decide what I'm going to do with it. But
Those people from Miami are going to start hitting you up, man. Be like, yo, what's up on that 101?
I should be like Ben.
Miami's terrible, though.
I should be like Ben. I wouldn't have bought it.
How much did it go for again?
Oh, yeah.
Yee, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. As soon as I got out of work, I took my old man nap. Like, I've just been slammed at work doing like 10-hour days, and then I was like kind of like I need to fall asleep, and then I took a nap, and then I woke up to a ton of messages, and then Lucy was like, "Can you jump on tonight for Nearing Nirvana?" I was like, "Okay, sure." And then I jumped on, and I was like, "Oh, cool. We're talking about like spooky stuff like throughout the month of October." And then she completely caught me off guard. Was like, "Hey, what scary movie would you recommend to people?" I'm like, kind of like, I'm just now waking up. I don't know. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, okay, yeah, I recommend these.
Yeah. That's how we do it sometimes. That's how professionals roll. Like Red Hood did, who jumped in this show backstage with gold in his hands. Show everybody, Hood.
Oh, yeah, I found this little killer Jon Snow ghost here. This is cover B, issue 13, and Ben doesn't think he has it.
Oh, I definitely don't have that one. Is 13 the same one that has the Mile High Perio Daenerys cover?
Yes. I think
Is that 13?
I want to say so, but I could be wrong.
Perio, is that with the guy standing behind her?
No.
That's with the dragon, with the baby dragon. It's the most ridiculous cover ever.
Yeah.
So let me see if any are on eBay right now. Hold on.
Well, while Joe does that, we'll give a big shout out to our other homie, Richie Taylor, a.k.a. Spec Media, a.k.a. Dollar, is taking the night off. He needs some spending some family time with his pops, and he said if he gets a chance, he'll try and jump in late. But shout out to Richie and his dad. Make sure you guys send positive thoughts and prayers out their way, and we'll see him hopefully tomorrow night, if not tonight. So, and make sure you guys go sub up to Spec Media. Check the links below. They are working this time. They should be working this time. I made sure to check all the links. Yeah.
I don't see any on eBay.
So the Mile High with Daenerys and the baby dragon, that's issue 17.
17.
Yeah, but there is a issue 13 or 15 Mile High cover also.
There we go.
Yeah, that Perio is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot
where her
of
hair
hard
is
to
covering
find
her
ones, yeah.
chest. Is that the one you're talking
Yeah, it's an insane cover. If it didn't have the stupid
about?
mile high logo on there, which is
Yeah.
literally the dumbest logo in comics.
Yep.
Yeah, what
If
is
it
that? A
had just-
fucking beaver on there?
Oh
think
my
so.
gosh! If they would have
Yeah.
just put that stupid thing on the back cover on that book would be 100% perfect.
Yeah.
But that goes for like any Mile High cover.
So I guess that means it's time for a foil variant foil version of that one.
He said
I
it.
can't
I
wait
didn't.
I can't wait for stores to start just putting like giant logos of just their logo on the cover.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and
maybe-
then put a
maybe-
gold
hey, maybe
foil
we'll be-
version.
Maybe we'll be the first ones to do it.
And then put the title of the actual
real
story like
small.
really small,
Like
so you
really
can't see.
small. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Let's do it.
Okay,
And
I'm
then we
in.
could be flattered.
How much are we putting in?
we're each gonna have 1,000 copies, right? And then say there's only 1,000 out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's limited.
Yeah,
It's limited
to
to
two.
300.
and we're gonna
3
hold back
copies.
probably about 500.
Yeah.
And then
everybody
we'll
will be
charge
flattered.
$100 per autograph.
This won't be as this. It's not going to be another Spawn 306, partner.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. Well, shout out to everybody out there that's hanging out with us. We got a big show to get through. And I know a lot of people are talking about the craziness that happened with Melinda's Comics and Brian Pulido. We're going to save that for Drama Alert tomorrow night.
Oh man, what happened?
Ooh. We'll get into it tomorrow night. Shout out
I
to
didn't know
Thorough.
either.
Thorough did
Hey, man,
a
I
good
didn't
job
know
on it
either.
today.
If you would have been backstage before the show, you would have known because I didn't know anything about it either.
Hey man, I was in makeup and wardrobe, bro.
Well,
Yes.
let's
That
just
is
say this.
so awesome.
Let's just say this. Brian Pulido is a badass, man. He put his foot down. He said, "This will not happen. You will apologize." And she said, "Okay, send me over whatever your lawyer wants me to do." And it happened. And we'll get into that tomorrow night. So, yeah, let's get into it, you guys. Starting off with By the Dip. And we start off with The Walking Dead issue number 92 on By the Dip this week. What was this book selling for at its height in a 9.8?
It peaked for 9/8 in the $200 to $250 range.
Okay.
And this was only, it wasn't like 5-6 years. I mean, it pretty consistently, there were highs and lows, but there was a lot of years where this thing was hitting $200. So
Yeah.
it wasn't just like a one-off. But yeah, this week, CGC 9.8, $30.
Ooh. Man, look at this. I'm telling you guys, you can go for less than the cost of grading these days. And this isn't a major key, but the character of Jesus was a bigger character in the TV show, I would say, than he was the comics, right? Does that make sense? Because this is the first appearance of the Jesus character. Or am I wrong about that? Because I quit watching the TV show, and he seemed like he lasted much longer than he should have. Or he was...
The last time I was watching, he was still in it. He wasn't killed. So I don't know if they ever killed him, but...
Well...
And it was a CGC 9.8 that sold.
Yeah, $30.
So either the guy just barely got it graded, right? Or like this dude waited too long to sell this book. You know what I mean?
Yes, you're right.
Like I'm tired of just like seeing like just like what the hell are you doing? Like if that's all you're going to get for that book, don't sell it. You have a better chance of moving it at a con or making a trade at your LCS than to put it on eBay, bro.
There was some guy that I kid you not, he had a ton of listings, all 9.8s, and he started everyone at $19, and they all sold for $19.
Wow.
Like a ton of them.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm like, I get you're just trying to recoup some cash, I guess, but I mean, you're even with the deepest discount through CGC, it's like what, 20%? So you might get $6 off. So like the cheapest would be 26
Right.
plus shipping both ways. You're still going to be in for like 28. So no matter what, I mean, I guess if you're just trying to recoup it, so be it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, just
They're trying to average out, right? Like that one of these books will hit, and then like will make my profit, and then everything else will just like I'll break even.
and literally none of them. They all sold for $19.
Not like that guy we were looking at the other night on Brian's show. This fool had like 30 3.5s graded.
Yeah.
Right?
Selling 3.5s of modern
3.5, like one of one, like the only one graded in a 3.5.
Lowest on census.
Yeah, lowest on census. Like, I think that's the new strategy, guys. Like, you know, not a 1, like somewhere in the middle there.
Well,
like a 4.0, 4.5.
Walking Dead is interesting right now
that's the new
because
play right there.
some of the Walking Dead books you're seeing like decent numbers on again. Number 1, 2, 19, like the major keys. But man, a lot of them, there was people trying to get 9/8 copies of the whole set. And at the time, I remember I had multiple friends that were trying to do that. You know, it's one thing just to fill the complete run, but to get 9/8 copies of the whole, or graded copies of the whole thing is crazy. So
yeah,
but $30, you guys.
What would it take for a show to do anything like half of what Walking Dead did?
I don't think it can happen.
Man, that was just such a phenomenon that like.
All those streaming services missed that window, right? When everyone was on strike, like that would have been the time to like release something to, you know, spark interest again. Because what The Walking Dead that came out during a writer's strike as well.
What about didn't like what was that book movie, that show that came out that was based on Mark Miller's
Jupiter's Legacy?
Jupiter Legacy. Wasn't that during that? That kind of flopped. There was a couple of shows that really flopped that should have done well.
Yeah, but they make these shows like so far after the heat is gone. I know Millar had that animated
Super Crooks.
Yeah, Super Crooks.
I enjoyed that actually.
Yeah, it was good, but nobody knew about it. You know what I mean? Like,
well, but that's like half the problem too of like a lot of these streaming services. Like you don't hear about something releasing until it's like trending on whatever, like social media or on the app itself.
Yeah. All right, next on Buy the Dip. New Avengers number 40, the second print. I remember when this was super hot, right before, right as they were announcing Secret Avengers, right? Or Secret Invasion.
Scorching hot.
Yeah.
I looked for this book forever, and I could never find the second print. I just could not find it. What was the first appearance in this?
That character, right? Isn't it that character?
Yeah.
That scroll.
I can't think. Yeah.
I can't remember his name. I just know it's that character.
Wasn't it the? It's not the female scroll.
Yeah, like the Queen Varenka or something like that.
It's the first appearance of all the bad actors that came out in Secret Invasion on Disney Plus.
No, it's first appearance of. Was it the first appearance? Yeah, first appearance of Varenki. Yeah,
yeah, something like that. Okay.
As herself, as her scroll appearance.
Yeah. So this one 9/8 peaked at $600 this week. $30.
God damn, bro.
that hurts. I don't care who bought it for 600. That hurts. That really hurts.
If I want to
I'm-
know if
I'm
there's
not-
anybody that bought this book for 600 that is watching this right now, either on live or on the replay, let us know. We won't make fun of you.
Man, I love Marvel, man, but I've never ever bought like scroll books. Like I know it was a badass story, but like I never got caught up in.
I never
Thank
liked the
God.
scrolls in comics. I like them in the
Yeah.
movies and TV, though.
Yeah,
I didn't
My
like them in
favorite
comics.
My favorite storyline was in the Daniel Way Deadpool storyline. at the
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
where they're like playing baseball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rima says they won't admit it. I will say that if I were the person who did that, I would admit it. Like if I make a huge mistake, I'll just
nobody
own it.
else will.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. I bought it at $600 and then I sold it for 30. So I had to
Like-
show a loss on my business. So, you know,
like one of those commercials, like not to be smoking or anything like that. You know, one of those.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, shout out to Josh Oliver, who says, first time on the live, but I'm a long-time fan. Well, Josh, thank you so much. We appreciate you more than we can say. That's pretty cool.
sweet avatar, by the way, too.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's see if we can get any more books for the cost of grading tonight. What do you think? Next, Vengeance of Moon Knight, issue number 2, the Matina 1 in 10 zombie variant, which is just a cool book. But I think, man, Matina, he has not recovered yet, in my opinion, from the content theft label that he has. And I don't really think he shouldn't, you know? Once you steal content and you get labeled a content thief, it's kind of hard to wash that away. And you can get his books, a lot of his books that were selling for a lot of money, really cheap now because of it.
Yeah, this one, man, this one's such a cool cover, and this whole Vengeance of Moon Knight run, was pretty low printed. Nobody really bought those, at all. And yeah, while I kind of agree with Bryan, I also know that artists steal all kinds of stuff all the time. There's a lot of them that do it, and it's not hurt them at all. A lot of them trace pretty obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Greg Land did that for years.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them that are fully using AI, and they're not really doing a lot of it themselves. You know, they might tweak some things here and there, but so I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I for me, like a cover like this is just really cool looking. I don't really care where it came from. It just looks cool.
Yeah.
But this book was in 9.8 was as high as 250 just back in March of this year. So just a few months ago. And this sold in a 9.8 this week for $60.
So basically, what you're telling us is don't auction your books starting at $1.
Never.
Yeah, so
Not
just,
right now. Not right now.
Yeah, so just set your price at buy it now, and then see how it goes.
I mean, that's a huge drop in just a few months.
Fuck yeah! I mean, that's nuts, man.
For a cool book that most people don't have. I mean, this is a book I think a lot of people would want.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Matina isn't what, you know, I remember when his shit was like fire, like Delato.
Like that, when he put out that Gamora book, that's when he was fire.
But like that Thrawn variant sold last week for $2,000, and that Matina was probably
That's a different story.
oh yeah,
That's a good cover and a crazy tough book to find.
yeah.
Well, you would think this is the right time period to sell it too, since it's like spooky season being in October.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know if that matters in comics, really. I mean, maybe if you got cool like Halloween.
I feel like it helps, right? Like anything zombie.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the last probably 7-8 years, like around Halloween time, Halloween books definitely sell. Chucky books sell. Freddy books sell.
You got to be in the mood,
Yeah, I mean, even on the Almost 10 tonight, you're going to see a couple books that kind of fit that bill.
Yep.
So if you're smart, you're buying Christmas books right now.
3 years down the road. 150 watching live right now. You guys hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Say hi in the chat. Let us know that you're watching. Tell us what you think of the show. Let's move on to the next book. Black Panther, issue number 1 from the 1998 run. This is the Christopher Priest run, right? Killer book.
That is the correct. That is the correct book. Is this the first appearance of who? I'm drawing so many blanks right now.
Hold on.
Oh, in this Shuri?
No.
No.
Shuri's
that's yeah.
Like from the 2002 run or something.
Yeah.
This is why we need Richie.
Yes.
I know.
Richie's the best.
First appearance of Kill Panther.
Was it Kill Panther?
Is it?
I don't know.
No, that wasn't a
appearances in this.
That was a Deadpool comic.
I just wanted to say Kill Panther.
Okoye. Yeah, Okoye.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, I knew somebody would know it. Yeah. Okay. Oof. This 9.8 peaked at $700 to $800.
What?
And this week it's sold for $60.
Fuck, dude.
$60.
Well, you got to think, dude. Like, nobody wants these books. They sold back then because people wanted them, right? Now, if people don't want them, you're not going to sell them. You know what I mean?
That is a 90%.
I get it, but
drop.
like, there's no heat on like first. Hey, do you have the first appearance of Okoye? Shit, I never hear it. My LCS. You know what I mean? you got the Okoye rookie card, and I'm not talking about Christian Okoye. I'm talking about Okoye from Black Panther.
What's up, Johnny?
That's funny, man. Yeah. Well.
Right, I've never heard anybody like, "Hey, you got that first appearance of that scroll." And
the
Okoye.
Warrior women really didn't get big until the movie, anyways. You know, so that's
Okoye is a huge character. I mean, she's been in multiple movies. I mean, the actress is. I mean, that's Michonne, right? The same. That's who played her.
Yeah.
Huge actress. I mean, it's a great character. I'm assuming she's going to be in further properties. But man, that is a steep drop.
Yeah, that's crazy. Moving on. Pop Kill issue number 1, the second print non-wet t-shirt cover variant. I don't know. I mean, everybody likes the nudie variant, but I like the first print, the first one they put out better. The wet T-shirt one better. I think this one is just cheesy to me, and it's easy to see that a lot of people agree when you look at recent prices on not just 9.8 but signature series 9.8s with 3 signatures on it.
Yeah, this was a triple signed by Hughes, Connor, and Palmiotti, I believe. And these were selling pretty much all day for $300 to $400 for quite a while. And it only sold for $230 this week. So it's down, what is that? 30%, 40%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's interesting that there's a 3 times signature series because
Right.
I know like half the batch or whatever or some weird number were pre-signed by
Adam Hughes.
No, not Hughes.
Connor and Palmiotti.
Yeah, Connor and Palmiotti, like on the back cover. So it'd be interesting to see.
wow.
It'd be interesting to see where the signature was on the one that's sold, if it's on the back, because then, I smell fuckery afoot then.
So,
Yeah.
like, would this be considered a three-way?
Yeah. I remember at San Diego this year, I was walking around. I think I was with Leg, and we were walking around. And I think we walked by Adam Hughes' booth, and they had one of these. They were trying to sell it for $1,000, man. It's crazy. But
In San Diego?
yeah,
Yeah, it does look like Jennifer Lawrence, man.
yeah, 100% it does. Totally.
Mama!
So that, ladies and gentlemen, is by the Dip. We had The Walking Dead number 92. We had New Avengers number 40, the second print. Moon Knight, Vengeance of Moon Knight, issue 2, Matina 1 and 10. And Black Panther, issue number 1, the 98 series. And ending it off, the Pop Kill, issue number 1, second print, nude variant of the Adam Hughes cover. A lot of great books, or a couple great books. For
Hey,
for
James
pretty cheap.
Kreider says that what T-shirt was a 300 print run, and that one was 1,000 print run.
There we go. That
nudie.
makes sense. That makes sense. So that makes sense.
yeah,
That-
The wet T-shirt one was also a Kickstarter.
Oh,
was.
okay, gotcha.
yeah. Well, so
and
was this one,
it's-
wasn't it? No.
No, this was available from that publisher.
Yeah, from paper, whatever
Paper
it is.
Kills.
Yeah.
Paper films or whatever it is.
Yeah, paper films. Yeah, and then but the Kickstarter one's a different issue, also, isn't it?
Yes.
It's like issue.
Yeah, the three.
2 or 3. Yeah.
Three. Yeah, I think it's 3, maybe, or 4. Might be 4. I don't know.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. With the almost 10, starting off, for all you nerds out there, we're starting it off with an actually good Star Trek book. There's been a couple good Star Trek books that have been up on the almost 10 or on the Hot 10 show altogether. But this one I like. And some of you will know why. I think this is half the reason Stein put it on the list, just to torment me. I collect Uncle Sam comics and posters and whatever homages to the original Uncle Sam poster. As a matter of fact, I was watching my favorite IG poster. What is that when they restoration account, and they were restoring an original, Uncle Sam poster from the 1900s or something. So here is one. This is Star Trek Defiant issue number 8, the J.J. Lendl retailer incentive cover, which was a 1 in 50, which is Worf telling you he wants you for the Defiant. There is a Virgin, which is terrible. Why would you even make a Virgin about this? You need the stuff below it. But
Right.
this is actually kind of cool. I wouldn't buy it, but I wouldn't feel bad if somebody gave it to me. I wouldn't hide it.
Yeah, I agree with Brian. I know IDW is struggling financially, but they have been putting out some really good covers here recently, and for me it's pretty hard to make a really good Star Trek cover, just because it's so nerdy that it's hard to like make it like look cool. But this one, I agree. This one looks pretty cool. This one's a 1 in 50 selling. It just came out this week, selling for 100 if you can find it. This is probably one that you're probably not going to be able to find.
Yeah. There was another cover, I think, that might have been pretty dope for this series. Let me see if I can find it real quick. There was a couple really good covers this week on books that you already pointing out a really good cover. What issue? What number issue is this? Defiant number
8.
8. Let me see here if I'm wrong. I might be wrong.
Yeah, there's been
about
some
this.
other good covers out of that Defiant run.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. It wasn't this one. It was another one.
So is Star Trek gonna save IDW?
No. No. Not at
I'm gonna go
What?
cause a stir at my LCS. Hey, bro, do you got that Wharf? That Uncle Sam cover, and then everybody's going to be like, "What did Redhood say? That Wharf cover, bro."
Oh my god.
The 1 in 50.
Yeah.
What IDW really needs to do is open their own eBay account and then start selling these super rare books like on their eBay store.
Oh man, don't give them any ideas, bro.
What is this
Hey,
selling
as
for
a
again?
stockholder, I need more money. So
Yeah. What is it selling for?
100.
Not bad. Not bad. Double ratio for a Star Trek book is pretty good. But like we talked about, I think last week with another Star Trek book, which that Christian Ward Star Trek book, how many people are buying 50 copies of this or 100 copies of this, you know? So, all right. Moving on. Next. Spider-Man, issue number 3, the Pacelli 1 in 100 variant, which is a cover that we probably wouldn't have talked about much in the past, but this is a pretty good Miles and Peter Parker cover.
It's
that
a badass cover.
Yeah, I like it. And Pacelli's great. The Spider-Man series was great. I love the background with the red and black of the skyline, how it's up and down, like, you know what I mean? It looks like you could put it either way, and it could be buildings. I love that. But,
yeah, I mean, that is supposed to be Mysterio, right?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
I wasn't 100% sure, but I figured it was. But I was hoping that Richie was going to be here because I was trying to figure out whether this one actually has any, like, anything in the guts that's worth anything. I didn't necessarily find anything that was like, hey, let's go find this one. Yeah, I know it's a 1 in 100 and it's hard to find, but man, a CGC 9.8 of this sold for $1,500 this week.
Oh wow.
See, that makes you think, could there be a first appearance like tied to a video game or coming out?
I don't know. I mean, 1,500 is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just hard to find too, man. In high grade.
I guess.
I like the issue 2 incentive better.
I think Wilbert had me press a couple of these a while back.
It's pretty cool, man. That's for sure. Yeah. How much did it sell for?
Nothing on cover price or anything. First appearance.
1,500.
Wow.
See, as much as the market seems like it's collapsing, like there's outliers like this that you can see the shift in directional collecting, you know, scarce, hard to find, rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very strange. Everything is weird. I mean, if you can predict what any of this stuff is gonna happen, I mean, more power to you, because this stuff is all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know, and maybe that's a little more fun, you know, trying to figure out like what's going to be hot, and like now it's a guessing game. It's not a speculation game. It's a fucking guessing game.
Yeah. That's a great point.
This is issue 3 variant, right?
Yes, 3.
Okay, someone was asking in the chat how many are on the census. There's 9 total on the census. 6 9/8s, one signature series, and a 9/8. Yeah, and 2 9/6s and 1 9/4 for this book.
Interesting.
So, I mean, but isn't that like usually tends to be the evolution of like collecting anyways? Like, you know, you get engulfed with first appearances, blah, blah, blah. And then you start getting deeper down the rabbit hole to find those rare, obscure books that no one has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Dennis Barger's in the chat. What's up, Dennis?
Wonder World Comics, what's up? Record's still out there to break. Wolverine Hip Hop this week. Yeah. I saw that. He did break something. But hey, Dennis, you're definitely going to want to watch tomorrow night's show on Modern Comic Mayhem. because it is going to be crazy. We're going to be talking about the Brian Pulido craziness with Melinda's comics and whatnot. We're going to open up a whole freaking can of worms. Shout out to Thorough for doing a great job on what he did about it. Shout out to Decor for dropping that great information on IG. Shout out to Brian Pulido for being an absolute monster, a boss. That's the way to handle that shit, man. Just say, nope, this ain't going to work. And we'll be going to talk about it tomorrow night.
Man, I can't wait for tomorrow, bro.
Woo. All right, moving on. Kiss, Vampirella, issue number 1, the photo variant. This is the cover D. Of course it's cover D with Kiss on the cover with Vampirella. Of course it's cover D. And it's a photo variant. And for some reason, Kiss fans still like seeing their heroes in those crazy outfits.
And apparently this is the midget version of Vampirella, looking at that cover. I can't quite figure out how she is that small, but she is.
We get the Kiss shoes. They're all wearing the platforms.
I guess. I don't understand. This time of Dynamite was a weird time of Dynamite. So this was 2017. So I feel like when they came up to like 20, like right before COVID is when they started, like they had a bunch of covers before, but they never had like this one had 4 covers. Now they have like, it goes through the alphabet and then starts back over with AA, BB. I mean, like there's like 48 versions or, 48 variants on every issue.
Mm-hmm.
But some of these like none of these were incentives, but some of them are just really hard to find for some reason. And yeah, for whatever reason, some of these photo covers just hit, but this sold this week for $25. So this one you may be able to find in a back issue bin for $1.
Yep. Totally.
There's still a lot of Kiss fans out there, man.
They're dying by the day. Oh,
Ooh.
I was never a fan of Kiss.
It's the Kiss blood signatures or nothing for me.
That's the only cool thing Kiss ever did was they put their blood in the ink of a comic. I think that's super cool, man.
Yeah.
So, but
their music sucks though.
Yeah, it does.
What?
It does.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Hey, Detroit Rock City is a killer
Detroit
movie.
Rock City, bro.
Yeah, that
movie's
awesome.
that's the movie's awesome.
Hell
but
yeah.
I'm still not gonna rock and roll all night. So.
Man, if there was a badass chick that wanted you to take her to a Kiss concert, you'd make sure you'd be faking enjoying it. Kiss, yeah.
Anybody who tries to make anything in Michigan sound good is not cool.
Here we go.
Wait, are you saying I would go as far as like painting my face like Kiss and stuff like that going to the concert?
Hey man, depending on how good she looked, man.
Of course, Terry Hawkness. Of course, you have 50 Kiss albums on vinyl. Of course, I totally would have called that. I totally would have called that. Oh man! All right, moving on.
Tell me he's been on the Kiss cruise also.
Yeah. Hack Slash issue number 25. This is the B cover Frizen, classic Frizen cover that not a lot of people talk about anymore. The Hack Slash Frizen books are tough to find. It's her earliest work, other than that Voltron book. She did most of her early work on the Hack Slash stuff. So, man, this is a great cover, especially now with that cover she put out for the the Endless Nightmare variant. Right, takes a lot from this.
Yeah, this one's always been, I wouldn't say pricey, but not cheap. I mean, it was always in like the $40 range, so it was always pretty. I mean, you couldn't just go out and just buy it. But this week it sold for $80 raw. I do love this one. I think it looks really good. I actually like what is it? Oh, it's like an offshoot hack slash book. Like where it's just a face. And it's a prison.
Dude, all these hack slash books have...
Maniac.
Yeah, I know what
whatever
you're
that
talking
is.
about. Yeah.
I can't think of that.
There's so many good covers on these old school hack slash books. Tim Seeley, oh man, Josh Blaylock, Tim Seeley, like good stuff. Right? That's who did hack slash, right? Seeley and Blaylock. Am I wrong about that? Could be wrong about that. But I'm not sure. This is a beautiful cover. $80 raw. I wonder what did 9.8 sell for on this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. It's hard to even tell when the last 9.8 probably even sold. I'd have to go back to GPA.
Yeah,
if the raw sold for 80, like,
I mean, my normal for moderns is usually 2.5 to 3x. This is series 2, right? So this is
from 2013.
Like if you put that up in a 9.8 and you put 199 on it, you'd sell it.
Yeah.
So 25. Let's see here. A 9.8 sold in August for $375.
Woo! Damn. There can't be many of those out there. There's no way.
That's it. My First Mania or Maniac, whatever it is.
Maniac,
that one is probably top 5 prison covers.
What issue is it? The My First Maniac one?
Number 1, I think.
Let me look that up while you guys chat about this.
There is a second print of that, which is a different. Like I think the first print is like in blue tone, and the second print may be in red tone or.
Ooh, look at this! Yeah, you're right. The second print is in blue tone. The first print is in black and white. So here.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was like different tones, but for me, that cover is for her is like I said, top 5 prison covers.
Wow.
Yep. It's got a little. It's not black and white. It's color, but it's very muted, and you don't really notice it for the first print. But the second print, every cover, even the regular cover is good. Here's the second print. And look at just the regular cover is great. I'm telling you guys, hack slash, we might have to do a little check-in on great hack slash covers on Saturday night, like we've been doing with the Spider Girl and the who did we do last week? We did we went through another book last week. I can't remember which covers we went through, but there are some great series just to key in that have great underrated covers, and hack slash is definitely one of them. So good stuff. All right.
You want to know how many on the census?
Yeah.
6.
Whoa.
Of number 25?
Yes. And there's 4 9.8s.
Man, she's holding that skull like this motherfucker owed her some money. She goes, I haven't forgotten how much money you owe me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if you're a skull right now. Still owe me fucking money.
Wow.
I thought she was ready to do Hamlet. So
slings and arrows.
Moving on. This one's good. Mars Attacks Red Sonja number 3. And it's very rare that I will talk good about Arthur Sidem, but when he's got a good cover, I just have to. And this is a killer Arthur Sidem cover. Nice little homage here. This is the Virgin variant to this. There's a black and white, and then there's a trade dress. And this one's great because not only is it a great homage, look at the UFOs in that bitch and the Mars Attacks alien behind there.
Yeah, and zoom in on Red Sonja. Can you zoom in on Red Sonja's face?
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Oh yeah, she's enjoying life, you know.
Because I know I honestly I put this on here for just because I wanted to hear Brian say something about Arthur Sidem, but
here's her face.
Like it's gorgeous. I mean, it really is. like it's just really, really well done. And I don't remember whatever cover. I don't. There's so many of these different variants and stuff. I don't know which one's which, but the 1 in 15, which like I said, I don't know if it's this Virgin or if it's I don't know.
I think
which
it's
one
the
it is.
Virgin, yeah.
Whatever it is, which most of these Dynamite books don't really sell for premiums out in the aftermarket, but it sold for $30. So it is. I mean, it's double ratio, which I get. Like, it's
Here's
been a
the
while since I've been.
regular.
Okay,
You
yeah,
see,
it's
it
been a
has
while since I've been in an LCS, but the LCS that I normally would go to, they usually sell these Dynamite variants. If it's a 1 in 15, they'll sell it for like $5 or $6 or something like that. So, you could easily pick this thing up for less than $10 and flip it.
Yeah.
Or keep it because it looks cool.
I always like that skull right there. Every time I see those Martians, I think of.
I was about to say, dude, if any book is supposed to have a soundboard on it when you open the cover, it's a Mars Attacks book. It's just got to have that alien voice in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like this. $30 raw, not bad. So, all right, moving on. Next on the Almost 10, this is a killer cover right here. Air Fighters issue number 2, the Mark Sparacchio cover C.
Yeah.
This was tough to find this image. I couldn't find this image. They didn't have this on Cover Price. They only had there was only a regular cover for this, and holy cow, is this a good cover from 2020, Moonstone Publishing. Like, this is a good book or a good cover.
Yeah, I've never seen this at all. And Brian's right. It's some of these titles, like when you start searching through some databases and stuff, like some of these, they don't even have them. And they definitely don't even have like the B or C. They might have the A cover. It's hard to find. But yeah, this is not an incentive. It's just a C cover. I don't know about you guys, but I do look for some of these Moonstone books. There are some there's some weird books that they had come out of there, but some of them they did a Zombies versus Cheerleaders series.
Yep.
Moonstone did, and some of those variants. There's a I know that there's a bubblegum cover on one of them, and that sells really well. So if you see any of those B and C covers, while they're not incentives, it's not a bad. If you can get them for cheap, it's because you just don't see them up for sale. This one sold for $50.
Wow.
See, we're gonna get in trouble for collusion and stuff like that. We were talking about this on Long Story Short yesterday.
Really?
This cover, this exact cover.
This exact cover. We were literally talking about this yesterday, and then
Oh my gosh!
and you people in the chat, you're cheating. You're buying these books and making Ben talk about it on the Almost 10. So I'm just joking.
Yeah. See what's funny is people think that I like Aaron invited me on the show. And I said, yeah, I think I might want to do it. And then I couldn't do it. And I didn't. And I don't know about you guys, but there's a lot of shows that I want to watch like on a regular basis, but I just don't. I mean, I barely have enough time to do this show, let alone watch somebody else's show.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
And so a lot of times if I get the urge to watch something, I'm watching stuff from like months ago. Like I'm nowhere current on a lot of shows, unfortunately, because especially your guys' shows, I love watching them, and you guys do such a good job on all of them that I want to watch them all the time. I just don't have the time to.
I mean, if you miss it, you can always catch the Almost 10, and then we'll probably end up talking about the same books.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Listen, there are people that are out there that have the similar eye and what they like and what they look for. And Stein and Longshort are very similar, and they look for that interesting stuff that a lot of us don't talk about. So We all love both Ben Stein and Ben Deshane over here. So shout out to Mr. Longshort. He knows that he is welcome on anything that we do, especially over at Beyond Wednesdays. And I know he's come on the Hot 10 before, so he's welcome to come hang out with us anytime he likes. He's one of the good guys out there.
Yep.
So make sure you're following Mr. Longshort and you're subscribed to Nearing Nirvana for that Thursday show that you guys do. Long story short, it's a great show.
Hey, you know who else? So he lives in New England. Longshort does. And my other person that is like it's like a comic twin, is Matt DeVoe. Mm-hmm. And DeVoe lives in California. So we've got like the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Midwest all covered with basically the same person. We all like the same things.
We just need to start calling Matt DeVoe Ben DeVoe.
Ben DeVoe. Yep. The three Bens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta find someone on the South Coast now. Gulf Coast. But the requirements is they have to be named either Matt or Ben, right?
Air Fighters #1, 2,600 copies sold through Diamond, all covers combined. So #2 would be much rare, says Terry Hokeness. So there you go.
That's pretty low. And if you're not following Terry is a wealth of historical knowledge. Like he has databases and stuff of things that you would never think about. Mm-hmm. Very, very historically knowledgeable. So
yep. Long time. All right, here we go. Moving on. How much did you say this sold for?
$50.
I feel like this is gonna shoot up after talking about it on here and long story short.
If you can find it, I mean,
there was a couple on eBay last night, but they were like what 80, something like that, 80, 90 last night.
I just remember like searching for like sold copies, and then like one had sold for like where it was a set, like where it's for like 150 or something like that, and then there was one that of just this issue that I think that sold for like the $50, like recently.
Very cool. All right, moving on. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. This is the annual spectacular #1. Elias Chatzudos, Virgin.
Oh yeah, Chatzudos.
Yeah. Supposedly limited to 200, but Redhood. How many copies are there out there?
Not enough.
5,000. 5,000. Well,
this one is a weird one to me. First, like, it almost looks anime-ish.
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
It is now.
Manga.
It is now. Yeah, manga-ish.
Mama-ish.
which is a little different for Elias, right? Like,
yes,
he doesn't normally do that style. Like, that's like a, Derek Chu or Art Germ or something like that. It's not generally Elias, from what I can think. But I don't know who sold this. I'm not going to try and figure out who the exclusive, but it wasn't exclusive. But it's sold for $90. There's other of these annuals that are out there. There's a couple Dan Parents.
The Dan Parent one is good.
They're not selling for much. They're selling for like 30. But this one's selling for 90.
It's because of the cat, bro. Look how good the cat looks, dude. Look at that. Meow, man.
I have a problem buying Archie books, new Archie books these days. Like I'm always worried that I'm going to be giving money to somebody I don't want to give money to, but Archie books always seem to call me, even some of the new ones these days. And I'm constantly at a con walking by Dan Parent's table just to talk to him about, what's coming and this and that, because they have been doing some really, really good Archie books lately. And man, I'm not one to buy very many exclusives, but this one's pretty nice. How much did it sell for?
90.
There we go.
I don't know if this is going to be at NYCC. I feel like everything is going to be at NYCC. I feel like they've like all these places have like pre-sold everything.
We're gonna get into
so
that.
like I'm not even sure why you're going to NYCC since you could buy almost everything pre-sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're walking in the con. Hey, do you have this? Yeah, I bought that on pre-sale.
Yeah.
And just go to everybody. Yeah, I got that one too. So you're just gonna walk and show everybody what you bought already. Oh, look, that's the one I bought last night.
Yeah.
I'm here to pick up my copy.
Yeah.
Is this exclusive to the con and the week before? Oh boy. Yeah. We're gonna get into it even more. Don't worry. Let's not ruin the rest of the almost 10 with that foil talk. Moving on.
What?
John Carpenter's Tales for a Halloween Ite. So no, it's just one N. Volume number 4. This is an interesting graphic novel. I've never heard about these. I've never heard anybody talk about them. There's like at least 8 of them that I know of. They have some killer covers. Volume 8 has a killer cover, but this volume 4,
cover is gorgeous, right?
Oh my god, is this beautiful, dude?
Yeah, this is a gorgeous cover, and I couldn't find. I think it is only
trade paperback.
It is only. Yeah, I think it's only graphic novels. I don't think there is any individual issues. Correct?
Yep, I couldn't find any, and they talk about them like they're only graphic novels.
Okay.
So,
so buying on this. So this is only from 2018. So this is not like it's, from forever ago. This is just from 5 years ago. This is not forever ago. It was $24.95 as cover price on this for these graphic novels, which is not ridiculous or anything like that. But this cover was so good, and I've never heard of this. It sold for $50 this week. So I was like, you know what? I want to put this on here because I've never seen it. And I know that this is a good like Halloween cover.
Yeah.
Right.
I love the cards on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
falls into Brian's collection. Brian's collection too with the skull cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great, dude.
I mean, you're doing good at spending Brian's money tonight, so.
Yeah. That's a cool cover, man. That is super cool. Very, very cool. How much did this sell for?
50.
50. I gotta ask every time now because I want people just to get drunk. All right, not bad, not bad. What was the buy-in you said?
$24.95.
There we go. I saw people asking 80 for other copies, not just this one, but the other volumes. Some people were asking 80. So, all right, moving on. This one's interesting. The Secret Ray, The Adventures of Joe, Zet, and Jocko. Now, I tried to find some information about this. It's hard to find information about this. It was originally published a long time ago. I found books that republished it. There's different editions. There's one edition that had, I think originally maybe it was 1980, but I think that might have been just the first English edition because this is a French series that may go back to the 70s or even further. So we need more information on this if we can find it, but this is interesting, very interesting that Ben even saw this.
Yeah, so I see John and Rasper in the comments saying Tintin.
Uh-huh.
Yes, this is apparently the beginning of Tintin.
I thought it was the new Iron Man cover.
Tintin is the very first comic ever, right? It's where the term comic comes from. Is that Yellow Kid? That might be Yellow Kid. I'm thinking of Yellow Kid, I think.
That sounds racist. Yellow Kid?
Well, it's a little clown in a yellow outfit. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this book. It is a hardcover. This was reprinted in 1994. So this is not like super old where all the stuff on the inside, is really old, like from wherever, 50s, 60s, whatever it was. I have no idea. But and I asked Bryan this, and I swear if anybody knows, this would be unbelievable. So the listing for this actually showed the inside, which was great because I love when when you have some of these really random things that you can actually see the inside of this. And they showed the thing.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, so this was made in 1994. And Michael Turner started with Image in 1995. Now, this says this was translated by some person and Michael Turner. Is that the same Michael Turner?
I'm going to say no.
No way.
But if it was, it would be super cool.
Does anybody know?
Man, none of that drawing looks anywhere near Michael Turner.
No, not his drawings. Translated.
Did Michael Turner speak French?
Ah.
I have no idea.
Belgium.
I mean, it was just completely random, and I was like, hold it, 94? I was like,
Hey Siri, did Michael Turner speak French?
Everybody's Siri's going off right now.
Yeah, but you're not gonna believe what this thing sells for. This hardcover sold for $910.
Get the hell out of here, bro. No way. Hell no.
The 1994 one, not the 1990. The 1980 one must sell for even more.
Yeah, this was from 94. And Brad is saying this book was banned in Florida. I don't even know what this book is about.
He said joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's banned in Texas, man.
I love Florida Brooklyn's comment. Florida should be banned. That's fun.
I don't know, Chad.
French. Oh, perfect. All right, perfect. Flemish.
I don't know, Chad. If we don't know, how do we find out? I have no idea. I just for some reason the date, like when I saw 1994, I was like, hold on. I can't remember exactly when Michael Turner got, basically, started doing his thing, but I know it was somewhere around that time. Like
what year did Michael Turner pass away?
2006, 2008,
2000.
Yeah, something like 15 years ago, 16 years ago, something like that.
Because there's an interview with Michael Turner and Leslie Lonsdale Cooper about the how did you come up with translating the 1010 books?
Are you kidding me?
No. Are you kidding?
No, it's on the internet. I'll put it in the private chat.
Oh my gosh, is that really? So this is his translation?
I don't know if it's the same. Like, I didn't read through it all. I just kind of skimmed through it.
Michael Turner and Leslie Lonsdale Cooper have been translating Hedge works for more than 40 years.
Oh, it's 100.
Let's see here. How did you come to get the job of translating? Michael Turner, Methuen were one of the long list of people that were approached by Castleman, and they were universally turned down by publishers. This can't be the same Michael Turner, right?
Yeah, see, that's why I don't know.
Okay, well, I have no idea, but I just, like I said, it just seemed weird that, not that Michael Turner is, the most rare name. I would tend to say that, if it said Ben Steiniger, then I might be like, oh, it's gotta be me. But
that's crazy, dude. That's nuts. That would be cool if it was true. That would be cool. I doubt it, though.
I doubt it either. But
he may not be a great artist, but man, have you ever heard him translate?
All right, moving on. This is an interesting one. I'll have to come back to at some point. Moving on. This is I wish I could find one of these so bad. I've been looking for one of these for so long. Fright #3 from Eternity /Malibu from 1988. such a tough book to find, man. Early Nightmare on Elm Street cover. No reason that they. I mean, I'm surprised they even got the okay to do this. Right? Look at that. How good that cover is.
Yeah, this is Freddy's first cover, right?
Yep. This might be the first thing that he's ever been in on comic wise.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 9/8 in the census.
Wow.
Just 2. And 1 sold this week.
Oh wow!
For $1,500.
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy, man. Yeah, first appearance of Freddy Krueger, this book is considered in comics.
So this was good timing.
Why is that?
It's October.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I
Jeez.
wouldn't try to sell this in December, right?
I mean, you didn't spell that out quite obviously enough for Brian.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
How much did this sell for again?
You bought
15.
one of these, Doc Joe? Are you kidding me? Bought it 2
Well, there's
days
only
ago. It's his purchase. That's Doc Joe's purchase. He bought it 2 days ago.
Well, there you go.
Now, what made you buy it? Is it because it's October, Doc?
Pop 2.
Wow.
Since there's
Or
always 2
is
in
it
the
because
census.
it's October?
It's probably just because it popped up. It's a rare book, man.
Mm.
Tough book to find. That's beautiful, man. That would look good in a 9/8. That's for sure. You say
Yeah.
9/8?
Yes.
Wow.
There's only 2.
Of course, it's a 9/8. Yeah.
It's Doc Joe. Who we're talking about here?
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, congratulations on that, Doc. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sell me your raw copy. All right, moving on. I'll just wait. I'll wait for this one. Just wait for
Okay,
everybody to see it.
Okay, so I told Brian not to put this on here just because this is stupid, ridiculous. But just so you got, so we'll do it really fast, and then it will be gone because this is ridiculous. But the sale on this was so high. A VF copy of this sold for $210. So
I'd pay $200 for a copy of this, dude. Amputee Love #1. I want one of these signature series, baby.
I can't. I can't. I just can't. I can't even look at the camera. That's how bad it is.
This is like the second time we've talked about this book, and I will talk about it anytime I get a chance to, man. This is so awesome, bro. This is so awesome. I have to find one of these. Like, this is the type of book that if I was at a con going through some con boxes and I found this, I would hold it above my head like I found the Master Sword in Zelda, bro. I'd be like just going crazy for this. Are you kidding me? This is one of the greatest comic books ever.
Can you imagine if like one of the girls was like blowing a bubble? Would that be considered an amputee?
She is blowing a bubble.
Cover?
She is.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a bubblegum amputee cover. Holy shit.
I love how it says adults only. I want to have my,
Oh
like,
my gosh.
anybody got a young kid that we can just hand this to and go try to buy it?
It's a haiku, bro.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, Brian yells, I have the power.
Oh my gosh, Lou.
It's signed by Nub and Stumpy. Oh, bro. Oh, man. This is so good, dude. This is so awesome.
It's the same people watching our show, the ones without any thumbs to hit up. To hit that like button. It's the same.
So-
Got a bunch
so
of
the next-
amputees watching.
So the next con you go to, you're gonna have to be like Hey, are there any books you're looking for? Yeah, I'm looking for Amputee Love #1. Like,
Ah,
I have that. Man, I've been holding on that one for a long
did
time.
you need the
just for
second
you.
print?
Did you need number 2 through 10? There was 40 issues of this. Did you know that?
Shut the hell up. For real?
No.
Oh, man.
I wish.
Right?
wish.
They wouldn't let him make a second. No, because it gets good in the second issue. I swear.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh! Somebody could cosplay this. Come on.
Did they decide to
my
cut it
gosh.
off?
Hey, no cosplay covers over here. No cosplay covers over here. We wait for Saturday night for that. All right, you guys. 205 watching now. Less than 100 thumbs
the
up.
skull has the tongue hanging out, dude.
I know. Only 80 likes, you guys. We got 204 watching right now. Let's get that to 150 likes before we hit the top 10. You only got one more book to do it, so hurry up and get those thumbs a moving.
Now, man.
Only you guys without any thumbs get passes. And I know there's probably a lot of you. Every week there's a ton of you, but we still
There were
love you.
no complete issues. That's awesome.
No complete issues. Lewis. Lots of cameo appearances in this. What are you talking about?
Lots of first appearance in this is.
Oh man, great avatar, JDB. Good stuff.
I love our chat.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. All right, you guys.
Love.
One more book on the almost 10, and it pairs very well with this. Sex Criminals issue number 6, the Brimception variant.
Yeah, this was sent to me last week by the Comic Book Cartel. And if you guys ever want to shoot me like some of these weird, sales or something, because I can't see everything. I try and see a lot. But honestly, my searches and stuff here recently have just all been spammed up by all those cosplay variants. There are like a billion of them, and they just I'm like just scrolling through. I'm like, I can't look at another one. So if I miss something, please let me know. But so this one was sent to me, and I went to check to see what the prior sales on this were. So what I tell you, Brian, hold on, I had the GPA up on this.
Yeah. You want me to tell you?
Let's see. Did I tell you?
Yeah. 1,200.
Yeah. Yeah. So so is this number 6? So the highest sale ever for this was a 9.8 that sold in 20. So this book in GPA has not sold since 2016. So 7 years. A graded copy hasn't sold. But back then, a 9.8 copy sold for $1,500, and in 2015, a 9.6 sold for $625. This week, this went a 9.4 sold for $1,000.
This is such a tough book to find, man. I love how they did this book. This is so smart, dude. We've talked about this before, too. Right?
Yeah, we've talked about this on Long Story Short too as well.
Yeah, we've talked about this many a times. There's a Recalled Comics article on this that I'll just run down real quick what they say. You gotta love Recalled Comics, one of the greatest websites of all time, and they say this series was a success. It's a humorous series by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky based around Susie, a librarian, and John, an actor, who find they have the ability to freeze time. The series has a cult following, and fans name themselves Brimpers after a sexual position described in the first issue. The series was a success, with the first issue having 6 printings plus a reprint under the Image First banner. The creators had a little fun with the 4th print and the 5th print actually noted as the 2nd print and the 4th print, and had a cover photo of themselves on the cover holding the first print. And let me go ahead and show this to you guys so you guys can see what we're talking about. Here is the the second and the fourth. And then it says, this led to a couple of brimpers to photograph themselves with the second print of the fourth print, which in turn led Matt and Chip to photograph themselves with their photograph of the brimp, and the brimpers returned with a photo of that photo, which made it onto the special Brimception variant of Sex Criminals number 6. Look at this. This is awesome. The Brimception variant was only given out to the comic shop, Fantastic Comics in Berkeley, where the Brimpers, Juliet and Heather, worked, and the variant had a very low print run of 100 copies, around 100 copies. That is amazing. So there you go. That is a super cool story for a super cool comic. The type of comics that you hear about on the Almost 10. Damn cool. So, good luck on that one, you guys. That being said, 202 watching live. Hit that thumbs up. Come hang out with us tomorrow on Beyond Wednesdays. Every Saturday we go live, and it's just pure mayhem for modern comic mayhem. Tomorrow night for Drama Alert, we will be talking about the Brian Pulido stuff and a couple other crazy things that are going on, and we are going to open up a big can of worms, I imagine, talking about content theft and cosplay covers. That being said, let's get into the best part of the show, the Hot 10 list.
Let's go, baby!
Starting off with our Golden Age honorable mention this week, March of Crime from 1948. This is a no number, but they did call there. I guess they call they did an issue each year, and those are called issues 1, 2, and 3. But it doesn't really have a number, so weird numbering on this. But March of Crime from Fox Comics from 1948.
Yeah, this one's a weird one because it's like giant. It's a giant book, so it's like a double issue or triple issue. I don't know how they did it back then. I don't know how many pages. Honestly, that's one of the big things with me not buying Golden Age Raw is because I don't have like page counts.
Yes.
I mean, if it doesn't say 48 pages, you don't necessarily know how many pages are supposed to be in there. And I've been burned a couple times where there's a page that's completely missing and you wouldn't even know it, to even look. But this is a cool cover. It's yellow. It's got red. Crime never pays.
No.
Who's the artist?
Yeah,
Is
hey,
it
man.
like a Matt Baker or what?
And it is not a Matt Baker, and I'm not sure who actually is the cover artist on this.
That's pretty hot comic. A chick holding a gun with a 50-round drum on it.
Well, you can't be a criminal without a Tommy gun, right?
Yeah, Jesus, man.
Hey, copper.
I had a buddy that I worked with that owned a Tommy gun, and I go, I thought they were legal, and he had it passed down from his great-grandfather to his grandfather to his father, and his father passed it down to him, and that's how he was able to own it and still shoot it, because it was passed down to him.
There's a gun range here where you can rent a Tommy gun and fire it.
That's nuts, man. Yeah, those guns started the 1920s crime wave just by their firepower alone. Very, very crazy story, and that's a killer cover, man. From the
McDowell
40s.
says it is Jack Kamen.
There we go.
Okay.
This week a CGC 4.5 sold for $1,000, which is the second highest sale ever. The highest sale, I believe, was like a 9.6 Promise Collection or something. Who knows? I mean, it's something stupid, but the Time Machine books. But $4,000 for this.
Wow.
But I don't think we'd ever talked about this book before.
No.
So,
Never. Great
so
book.
a lot of I could easily pull up. I try unless there's like some ridiculous sale. I try not to I try and pull these golden ages that we've never talked about or ever seen before.
Yeah. This is a great issue for this Golden Age honorable mention. All right, moving on. Next, our honorable mention this week is one of my favorite covers this week. This is Star Wars: The High Republic, Shadows of Starlight, issue number 1, the 1 in 100 version of the regular cover by Phil Noto. How can you not love this cover with the lightsabers and the crazy long-necked person in the back, just her head just chilling there, like out of place? It's great, man.
It's like his Tom Wee from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, this is awesome, bro. This is so cool. I want one of these, but you know what? I think it's probably gonna be on Buy the Dip in a couple months, and that's when I'll strike. How much is this selling for right now, Stein?
160.
160. Wow, man.
Wow.
It just came out this week.
Just came out. Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those that it does have that look of like it's got a, I don't know, some books just have that look like that's special.
Yeah.
I think this one has that look that it's special.
Yeah.
Is there a trade version of this as well?
There is.
But
the regular cover is the trade version of this. It's just the A cover, but this one looks
doesn't
better.
look like a Phil Noto book, though, man.
It's not your normal Phil Noto, and that's for sure. Yeah.
Can you pull up the trade? I'm not a big fan of virgin covers in general, but I think on this one, because the background, that black background without the trade dress, I think that's why this one it has that different look. Like you throw in that trade dress and it all of a sudden just takes away that background.
Someone's saying in the chat 6 first appearances in this book. So I mean, do first appearances in Star Wars really matter?
They used to.
Doesn't that trade dress kind of take away with the that emptiness of the black in that background?
But I don't like this right here. This is what ruins it.
Oh yeah, man.
That takes away from it too.
Yeah,
that's fucking stupid, man.
Do the Virgins
put that shit on the back, dude?
Do the Virgins have the barcode on the front like that too?
It's a great question. It doesn't look like it, but it could be wrong. This could be a pic,
like a stock photo or something like that.
Yeah, stock photo. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Great book.
Like, who do you talk to? Like, do you talk to Marvel? Hey, can you put the UPC in the fucking back? Like, is that so fucking hard?
Well, the reason they don't do that is because they don't want to have people to pull out the bags, right? They want to be able just to shoot it with the gun if they put it in bags and boards. That's what I've always heard. But I feel like that's, it is what it is.
Johnny says no.
Okay, good. Appreciate that. Johnny should know. All right.
So you guys aren't going to help me on this quest to get that taken care of? Like,
I'm always down for that. Who do we got to talk to?
I feel like just immediately you guys were against that idea, and I thought it was.
I'm all for it.
But see, what you have to do is you'd have to then supply stores with the clear backing boards.
Yeah.
Man, they pull them out of diamond boxes and they mangle everybody and they fill everybody's full box and
Johnny up there at the register with his fingers flopping that thing around with his big thumbprint right in the middle, and then he just flings it out just so he can get the dumb barcode. I'm like, bro, I'll take it out for you. Nope, he's got to do it himself, and then he just throws it back in the bag.
And then stacks the books like
yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Here's the thought: anybody working in a comic shop wear gloves.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, so who does it say? Reef says he thinks a foil cover of this would be sick.
No,
it would only be I wouldn't want a foil, but what I would want would be like either a glow in the dark of just the lightsabers.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, so like a spot foil, like a spot
foil.
Foil.
Yeah,
or
if you could somehow, and I don't know how you would do it because the lightsabers are so thin, but almost do like a refractor
Yes.
of just the lightsabers.
Glow in the dark lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
Well, I agree. No more foils. Stop the damn foil. We have to put a stop to it. Or NYCC is going to be a bloodbath. Yeah, it's already going to be a bloodbath. All right, let's get into it. 213 watching live. Hit that thumbs up. Let's start the 10 with the number 10 spot. A good number 10 spot for an issue number 10. Muppet Babies issue number 10. You guys know I love collecting the Marvel anniversary, 25th anniversary frame covers. I love the variants. There's a great hack slash variant for the Marvel 25th anniversary covers. There's all kinds of great homage covers to this, but one of the toughest ones to find is the Muppet Babies issue number 10, especially the newsstand. And I've heard of a couple sales of this recently, including there was also a sale of the Heathcliff version recently. I saw somebody
Heathcliff number 12, right?
Yeah. So people out there looking for this, and it's the number 10 spot this week.
Yeah, this one hit an all-time high by a ton this week. The previous all-time high for CGC 98 of this was $200. This week it sold for $660.
Oh wow.
Tough book to find, man. These Marvel 25th anniversary frame covers are tough. The Muppet Babies, the Ewoks, the He-Man, what else? The Heathcliff, the Peter Porker. There's I think that's all of them, right? Is there Care Bears? That one's there's a lot of those, and they're tough to find. They're damn tough to find.
Yeah, there's 11 9/8 on the census blue label of this. I don't know how many of those are newsstand, and I'd have to go back, but I think the one that sold this week was a direct. It was not newsstand. Oh, that's a good question, Johnny. What was it Doc Joe? He said he made six crazy purchases this week. So was this part of your crazy purchases?
Freddy Krueger and Muppet Babies.
The extremes. Not.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah, along with amputees.
Mm-hmm. Amputee Muppet Babies.
I'll buy that amputee one off you, Doc Joe. All right, moving on to number 9 this week. Oh boy, here we go. Ranger Stranger, issue number 1 from Scout Comics in 2021. And I'm going to blow some people's minds with my thoughts on this one. Stein, what is this book selling for, and what was it selling for?
Okay, this was a $1 book because this is from 2018?
2020.
2020? Okay, 2021. So it's a couple years old. This was a $1 book because nobody cares about Ranger Stranger Danger.
They didn't.
Didn't until this week. And now people are paying $10 to $15 for Stranger Danger. Yeah, I don't.
Ranger Stranger.
Whatever. Stranger Danger, Ranger Stranger. It's all the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It looks weird. I don't know what's going on. Dude's playing with a teddy bear or an aardvark.
You want me to tell you about it? Here we go.
It looks weird.
Uh-oh.
Ranger Stranger is a gallows comedy set in the majestic Hackenneck National Park, a vast Bob-Rosian world of woods and waters for the adventurous camper or hiker to enjoy. Unfortunately, everything from the wildflowers to the homicidal deer to the park official wants to murder you. Enjoy your visit. Now, that sounds like a perfect book to be optioned, and that's had to be what happened to this, right? Is that why everybody's buying it, because it's been optioned?
I believe so, but
Okay.
I mean,
Do you believe in any Scout options?
Well, this sounds like a decent one. This sounds like a pretty funny idea. I could totally see this being like a campy movie or series, you know.
I mean, I don't disagree that Scout has a lot of properties that sound good on paper and everything, but you know, like the chat is saying, like none have materialized into anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna show you guys something really crazy here, and I'm gonna Stein doesn't like to talk about where the books come from and this and that, but I'm gonna talk about one that came from somebody, and this is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this Comic Tom 101 C2E2 Skull variant that's limited to 100 for this issue. Now, if this book blows up, that's the cover right there. There's only supposed to be 100 issues, but I want to say it right now. Tom, if you're sitting on 100 of these issues, please do not make an IG post showing the 100 issues and referencing Spawn 306. That's all I want to say. And I think you'll do well. So give me a call. Hit me up. I want to know. That book's gonna blow up, man. If this thing takes off because of some crazy optioning and it gets turned into something and it's good. Only 100 copies. It's a great skull cover. Comic Tom's gonna be in the money if he's sitting on 100 copies of that. So shout out to Tom. Hit me up. Seriously, give me a call. What do you think, man? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
I was just thinking of Comic Tom losing his temper. Whatever, Brian, bring it.
No, I
He'll
think
probably message Brian and be like, "That was hilarious, bro."
Oh man, it'd be even funner if he made a picture with 100 of them and put, not to reference the Spawn 306 book, but I think that no,
or like some really bad Photoshop or something like that. Where you can tell it's like stacked on top of each other.
Not to reference any High Republic or people.
Gordon,
sitting on 2 copies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could. This. Yeah, it could be interesting. I could see. This is what Up the Down 7 said. Scout books are all just cool pitches for TV shows and movies. He's exactly right. I agree. Scout, bad idea. That's all they are. They're just places to brainstorm ideas to turn into properties. Which, hey, that's what most comics are nowadays, which is pretty interesting. Even Marvel and DC books just feel like that, So
do Scout books go past issue 1?
This one does. This one goes to issue number 2. So.
Dude, that'd be so fucking awesome if Aaron went to a con over to the Scout booth. Hey, I've never seen an issue 2 of anything. Are they out there?
Like, I really like this. The first issue of this. Like, what's the rest of the story?
Yeah.
Mile High Beaver.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
AWA does a similar kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But they go past issue 1, so they got that going for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, pretty interesting, man. There it is at number on the 9 spot this week. Selling for you could have bought 10 of these for $1 a piece and made $130. All right, moving on to number 8 this week. Oh boy, 2 Star Trek books in the same show. Man, there's a problem. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, the Scorpius run, issue number 2. Another J.J. Lendl retailer incentive cover. This time at 1 in 25. He's been doing a great job. They've been, like we said earlier with the Worf book, there has been some really good RI covers coming out of the Star Trek stuff from IDW lately.
Yeah, this one looks cool, like straight from the 70s. Yeah. I mean, this one looks cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that 70s like trade dress and like just all of it.
Yep. Feels like a 70s poster.
Yeah, I don't know what the Scorpius run is. I don't know what that even means. I don't know what Strange New Worlds means. You don't
know what the Scorpius run is?
Do you do it in 10 parsecs?
Yeah, man.
14 parsecs.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a faster run than the Kessel, bro.
What?
The Kessel you don't know what the Kessel run is, Stein?
I feel like you're saying words that are not real.
You need to take that Star Wars
Yeah, what is that Star Wars thing doing behind you, dude?
You need to take that down.
What Star Wars thing?
Traitor! I knew it.
What's this selling for?
What have you done with Ben?
Hey man, I'm old. I forget everything. So, this is selling for 40 to 45.
Not bad for a 1 in 25.
It's a 1 in 20. Yeah.
I think I would want this. I think I'd buy this. Not for 40 or 45, but
would you pay ratio?
I think I might.
See,
I think if I walked into a store and it was sitting there for 20, 25 bucks, I think I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to go to my half price. I know they got a fucking big old thing of just Star Trek and just go pull out all the retailer incentives.
No, man. Well, there we go. 2 Star Trek books on the show this week. Can't start a new thing, man. Damn it. All right. Moving on. Number 7 spot this week. An oldie but goodie. Department of Truth number 1 from September of 2020. This book came out. The Pandemic's Darling.
Yeah. I'm still holding out hope that is this still going? Is the series still going?
Yeah.
I'm still holding out hope for a Jeffrey Epstein in a cell hanging cover.
Nice.
with the girl kind of walking across or by or and the guard sleeping. I'm still waiting for that cover, and if anybody wants to steal that and put that as a store variant, please have at it, and I will buy it from you.
They will never print that. No way.
That would be the greatest cover ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Or you could have cops choking him out in his cell.
Yeah, and the girl watching.
But yeah, this thing basically 9/8 of this first issue, we're only selling for like 40, 50 bucks at the most. Now they're selling for 70 to 80. So they're up, quite a bit, like 30 bucks of but I don't know why. Other than this, I feel like this is almost like real life anymore.
Yeah,
but
I agree. Aliens are real. Craziness. Donald Trump's getting ready to become the Speaker of the House. What's going on? Well, how much is this? Hold on. How much is it selling for again?
Now it's back up to 70 to 80 for 9/8.
Oh,
was
not
40?
bad.
Was like it was like 40 to 50. So
it was a
you
buy
bought
the
in
dip
on the
book, and now it's not.
Now it's not.
Isn't the rumor going around that Tinian is still writing like screenplays for the TV show?
This would be a great TV show.
Oh yeah, Total X-Files.
Yeah.
Yep. Great TV show. It has been optioned. There you go. It's been an option hell for a while, I imagine. So, all right. Number 6 on the list. A beautiful Bjorn Barons variant for Ghost Rider number 17, an older Bjorn Barons variant. This didn't just come out last week like all the Bjorn Barons books. This we had to wait a month for this one to shoot up in value.
Yeah, this one's weird. I think it's just a B cover. Yep. I don't know if it was a qualifier. But it's not an incentive. When it came out, it was basically just selling for cover price. Now it's selling for 25 to 30. So this one you may still be able to find sitting on the rack. In a stack, from like 3 issue, are they like issue? This is like an issue or 2 ago, something like that.
1 issue, I think.
Yeah. So you may be able to.
The new one just got announced on FOC, I believe. Right? We were just talking about it, or maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, every Ghost Rider cover has been great. There's great covers for like. I feel like Ghost Rider is the Poison Ivy and Catwoman comic for that, where every cover is a 10. So
yeah, this one looks good. The more I see this Bjorn Baron stuff. I don't know what it is. There's something appealing about it.
It's the texture that he has. He has this weird texture. It's hard to explain.
It almost looks like claymation a little bit.
Yeah. It's very interesting, man. It's very interesting. Here is I want to show some of the variants on, or some of the Ghost Rider covers that are just so good. This is number 15. Let's start with number 15 here. Just take a look at this. I mean, look at these. That's beautiful.
Carlos says there was a first appearance in this.
Okay. Here's another one. Look at this one. I mean, every Ghost Rider has a sick Bjorn Barons cover. So, and look at this. I love that one too. That was the same one. So, I don't know what the first appearance is, but it is moving. Shout out to cover price. As you can see, it is on a uptick. What is this selling for now, Stein?
25 to 30.
Wow. Not bad.
Yeah.
Right, he's a badass artist, man.
He is. And he's on a perfect title right now to be doing covers for, that's for sure. Yeah, his Spawn books are great too. Shout out to Planet Arizona's.
Oh, that's right. He did do some Spawn books, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, beautiful. All right, next on the list, at number 5.
Ma'am, somebody please explain this one to me. Please.
Oh, sweet. I love this book.
Do you know what this book is?
Yeah, I seriously do. Yeah, it's like a X-Men at the Texas State Fair. If you live in Texas, you have this book in your collection. And the character that's on there, Big Tex, he's always at the Dallas State Fair or whatever. It's like the giant I don't even know what to call it. Like
Well, yeah, it's his logo, right, or whatever.
Yeah. So it's like the mascot thing, and there's actually it's like a giant statue that's at the state fair every year.
Well, here's the interesting part about this. Let me read you the synopsis, the series synopsis. There's only one issue. The X-Men race to the State Fair of Texas to recruit a new mutant before Magneto gets a hold of him. That's very interesting. You want to know why? Because if I was Donnie Cates or somebody else out there that wanted to do something cool, I would go back and find books like this and find that character that they were going after and make him like some new kick-ass character, right? I wonder if that's what's happening. Who is the character in here that they're after?
I can't remember.
Euchra or Eureka or so, I don't know what it is. All I know is, okay, this is literally like there are tons of sales on this book. Most of them are like $10.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, within the last couple days, Raws have been selling as high as 100.
What the fuck?
Are you serious?
CGC 85 sold for 100. There is a current auction of, I think it's a Raw that's at 130. So please, somebody explain what is going on.
Well, this is the character. This is the character right here, and you were right, Stein. His name is
Stupid Guy Horse.
Danny Wiley, and he goes by Equus.
Stupid Guy Horse.
Yeah. Equus. That's the name of it. Now, it says his powers, he was a metamorph able to transform. Where did that go? A metamorph able to transform his body into an equine state with horse-like speed that resembled a winged centaur. While in the state, he possessed both flight and horse-like speed. It says here,
horse-like.
Magneto arrived at the fair first and dubbed Danny Equus, the latest soldier in his crusade. Upon arrival of the X-Men, Magneto convinced Danny that they were villains there to kidnap him, and so he took on his mutant form and fought alongside Magneto against them. When Magneto carelessly injured Danny's horses, however, Danny turned against him with the aid of the X-Men, defeated him in battle. Danny elected to stay in Texas, although the X-Men left him with a card for the Xavier Institute. This is totally either people out there going, hey, let's find a crazy book to make rise in price, which it could be that, or this could totally be a cool writing thing. What is this?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what's going on because there is no information out there. But I have deep secret information on this.
From an insider? From
an insider that might be living inside my brain. But he's inside. This is gonna blow your mind. Okay. Taylor Swift is gonna play Dazzler and she's gonna ride in on this horse.
Shut the hell up, bro. Hey, and the guy's good. Equus is going to be Todd Kelsey, dude.
Travis Kelsey's playing Equus,
and it's going to be Travis Kelsey.
Hey, bro.
Hey, that's going to be their Halloween. That's going to be their Halloween.
It's going to be like
costumes.
Endgame. It's going to come out in the portal, dude. Oh, it's stupid guy Horseman.
Swifties unite. We want to see Travis Kelsey as Equus this year and Taylor Swift as
Bro, what's that
Dazzler.
So be true?
They're in stock on my comic shop for $5. Wookie Fighters say.
Oh, there you go. There you go. How much are these? How many have sold, and how much are they selling for?
Several of them. Graded copies. CGC 8.5 sold for $100. Raws as high as $100. There's a current auction for $130. I don't know.
It's not a hard to find book either. Like,
is it hard to find in high grade? Because it was like an insert, right?
Yeah, because
like
people were throwing them away.
I don't know.
Wow.
Girl,
do you have one of these?
I probably have like at least 2 or 3.
Start selling, baby.
Yeah,
burn them, dude.
First appearance of Travis Kelsey in comics.
You should definitely need a first appearance of Equus. I mean, I guess the only other thing I could think of maybe is there something like happening in the current X-Men storyline?
Dude, this would be a great Deadpool cameo, to be honest. This is perfect Deadpool cameo. Ryan Reynolds, I could see pulling this out of some crazy comic.
Right.
Oh, yeah, because he always has like the unicorn stuff.
Yeah.
If freaking Dazzler rides in on this thing,
man, you're the man.
You guys owe me cash.
You heard it here first.
that sounds so terrible. It's probably going to happen, dude.
John's Box of Comics says he's waiting for the foil. Don't worry, it's going to be available at NYCC 2023. Oh, my God. Right next to this book, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 601 at spot number 4 this week, the El Quinto Mundo foil. That's an NYCC 2023 exclusive that is selling 2 weeks before NYCC.
That is
what
live.
do you say?
Not just pre-sales, it is live. This is in people's hands and selling. Yes. 2 weeks before NYCC.
This is so bad, you guys. If you're a retailer, don't do this. This looks so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
So why do I need to wait in line at the con if I can just buy everything 2 weeks before?
Exactly.
Yep.
Why make it a cool reason to go and get your book from your con?
Why
other than to flip?
Yeah. Why sell it when this sells itself?
Yeah.
This is probably one of the greatest Spider-Man covers ever.
But now it's got a foil.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
And it's and it's been leveled up with a foil, bro.
Yeah. This is rough.
Somebody is spending money on these foils. Now, I don't hate all foils, but I mean when you make them all and you just reprint every single comic book ever made in a foil, what's the point?
Yeah.
If it's not special, then who cares? But
yeah.
This is selling for $100.
Oh my God, man. How many foils are at NYCC? I think we went over that list a week ago, and there must have been 15 at the time. There's got to be twice that amount now. There are so many damn reprinted foils that are going to be available at this con. It doesn't make them cool anymore. It doesn't make them cool anymore. And you know what? I agree with Carlos Salcedo. It brings down the value of the first print. I don't care about the first print that much anymore.
Not
personally.
on this book, man. Mm-mm.
Dude, if I see a ton of these all the time, like I see Lost 23, and I just bought my first Lost 23, I don't care about that book as much as I used to because there's all those cheap foil reprints out there. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but
man, waiting on the Super Pro foil, Jesse James is already on that. Trust me. He's just hoarding them all and putting foil on them. Yeah, man. This is crazy. This is nuts.
Like, does the artist like Campbell have a say so in like, hey, don't foil my book?
I don't think he probably does.
Right?
He gets nothing. Yeah. I mean, so somebody we know, we have good insider information. Hold on. We just messed up. We went into the future. We got another foil book to talk about. We got some insider information about how they do this with a lot of these reprint foils. They don't even tell the original artist. Like Adam Hughes had no idea. You know, Adam Hughes, when they found out that they were reprinting that Lost 23 for San Diego, they were pissed because nobody contacted them about it. They should have first right or refusal. J. Scott Campbell should have first right or refusal to do a exclusive retailer foil reprint of this. The artists who did them should always have first right of refusal, and if they don't, there's a problem. And you know what? Good on Hive and Bird City, who were told that they're just going to go drop a bunch of copies off of their Adam Hughes foil variant they did to Adam Hughes, just as a thank you. And that's what you should do. You should drop off a ton of comp copies to him, just because he did the original book. And Marvel and DC, you need to give those artists first right of refusal. It's ridiculous.
But
Go ahead, Yee.
Okay, so I was going to ask, like, how's it play when it's coming from a different country as well? Does that play into a factor of that? Like,
it shouldn't matter. They still have to contact Marvel, right?
I have no idea how that works.
It's got Marvel's logo on the back.
Okay.
Have they foiled up like J. Scott Campbell, like he has his own exclusives? Have they ever foiled any of those up, or is it only these books that he's doing like as contract work for Marvel?
That's a great question. Yeah,
I don't know.
So like all his exclusive covers, have they ever reprinted any of those? I mean, does he own those?
No, the artists don't own the rights, but I get that, but they should at least give them the, as a nicety, as being a cool company, as being a cool boss, as being cool, period, and not being an asshole. You should give that artist, because that artist made this what it is. Not Marvel. I get Marvel made the character, and there would be there's no cover without this character, but the artist made this. We see this, we think J. Scott Campbell. We see Catwoman 51, we think Adam Hughes. You know what I mean? That's what we think. We don't. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just.
I would assume another store couldn't print a J. Scott Campbell exclusive, though, and just foil it.
That's a great question. I bet you they can. We might have to ask some retailers about that on Mayhem.
Oh wait, but that did happen to a retailer that we know.
Yes.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about
multiple ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about the money. You're right. Up to down 7. It's all about the money. Yep. People who have told you that, I'm a good person, or you think are good people, when money gets involved and there's 4,000 copies sitting in their garage in a bunch of diamond boxes, it changes.
Yeah, the pussies.
Yeah. Well, how much are these selling out the gate? Because they were all sold out, and it doesn't even come out till what?
2 weeks.
Yeah. So I can't believe
Hundo.
Wow.
$100, dude. That's ridiculous, dude.
I'd rather have the original.
Yeah, no shit, dude. That's not worth $100, dude. Like 50 at the most, dude. $100
40 at the
dude.
most,
Fucking
dude.
stupid,
25. Man. Well, that's the problem, you guys. Until we stop buying these foil variants, until we say, hey, we're tired of this, and we talk with our money, it's not going to change because they're selling out. But you brought up a good question, Stein, like who's buying all these? And, you know, early on in the whole Whatnot thing, when Whatnot was just rocking early on, there was this thing behind the scenes that everybody's talking about, that it was just a bunch of people smelling their own farts. And what I mean by that, it was people selling to, it was retailers selling to other retailers. Like it was just nothing but people trading out books, you know, to sell on their next Whatnot. And, you know, that's maybe that's what it is, because you hear these big stories about all these new recently started online retailers that started and since Whatnot got started, going from table to table at cons going, how many comp copies or how many copies of a book can I get? Not just can I have one, it's no, I want 25. I need 25 of that book, you know, so I can go sell on my Whatnot sale. That's what it's become. And people get mad if you don't give them or trade, you know. And certain books are hotter than others. Like, why would you trade? Like, if you had this book and it was the hottest book, why would you trade this for Ninja Funk? You're not going to do it. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening. It's just people smelling their own farts. And
I pre-sold 10 on my eBay page. I need that many now.
Yes, exactly.
I need 10 more to sell in the future.
Yeah. Wow, man. There we go. Wow. Spot number 4, a foil book. Don't worry, you guys. We've got more. At number 3, Transformers number 1, the 1 in 100 Bertram foil variant. I don't have a very good pick of this. It's hard to get one. This is a cool cover. I like this cover. I like the coloring. I like the art. It's interesting. Foil's the thing, and we're going to see new foil and more foil. Shout out to Big Clutch, who showed eBay's doing an exclusive for NYCC. It's a Transformers gold foil. You know, foil is the thing. It is the thing right now, and it is just drowning out so much other good stuff.
Has anybody read this Transformers number 1?
I haven't yet, but you know, there is somebody in the chat right now that knows a lot about this cover, a retailer, aka Drew at Wanted Comics, that says this is a legit hot book, and he would know. He does have a sick Maria Wolf foil cover, but he also has got regular covers on that too. But yeah, man, Transformers stuff is hot all around. Even I heard people even talking about like even not old issues. The Void Rivals stuff is still selling really hot. The San Diego Comic-Con Transformers books are still selling really hot. So these are hot.
Yeah, these are selling for 1 in 100. Just came out this week. Selling for $150 to $160.
Wow.
To start.
Yeah. Yep.
I would think there's a lot of these out there. I would think the print run on the number 1 on this has got to be really high, right?
Oh yeah. There's 30, exclusives probably for it. 20 exclusives.
I thought they capped out how many exclusives there were.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but is this a zombie Transformers cover?
I don't know, but it looks like one, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah, like where
it's got Bumblebee's head on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. This foil does look a little flat. It's just the cover. It's hard to get a picture of it. But yeah, man. Interesting. At number 3 this week. I think I've always said this, not just because Drew is in the chat, but I've been saying since the beginning, my favorite Transformers cover is that Maria Wolf variant. I think it's the best one that I like out of all of them, and the foil on that looks really good. There are some foil covers that will look good, but there's just too many of them right now, and they're drowning out the good ones, man. That's the problem. They're drowning out the good ones. So, oh well, they're selling. They are selling. So make sure you guys stop by and say hello to Drew, who is going to be at NYCC this year. So make sure to check him out. He's always doing good things. one of the best in the biz. Wanted Comics.
Drew's going to be a long way from home. He's going to
Yes,
be very
he is.
homesick.
Yeah. Well, while his Dodgers are playing the Diamondbacks. So.
Uh-oh.
Yep. All right, you guys. We got 2 more to go. We got 231 live. Remember to hang out with us after the number 1 spot. We will go over the comments from last week's episode, and then we'll call it a night. Make sure to follow all these guys below me and check out all their links. They are in the description below. You can not only check out Red Hood's YouTube page, you can also follow his IG and buy a shirt from Yee's band and listen to Yee's band at the same time. So check that out. And shout out to Swaggle House, who says, I've been stacking Reynolds wrap. Is now the time to sell? No, just wait till NYCC because everybody will need it at that time and there will be none available. That's the time to sell. All right. Moving on to number 2. X-Men issue number 130. The Dazzler book is back on the list. This time, any copy. It doesn't have to be a newsstand. It can be any copy because it is selling.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if it's a publicity stunt. If it is, holy cow! If you're going to pull in male viewers, that's the way to do it. Stick it in the middle of a football game and keep doing it over and over. Basically, and then stick Hugh Jackman right next to her with Ryan Reynolds right next to her.
It's like gasoline on a fire, bro.
I mean, gosh, it's crazy.
That's a drinking game now too, right?
Probably.
Anytime they show her on screen or they mention Taylor Swift's name, right?
Drink. We were talking about this the other night. Somebody asked, and I can't remember where it was. It might have been on the Wednesday night show. One of these guys, one of Yee or Hood, that said, when was the last time? Like this is a rarity where a movie casting is causing so much positive movement. The movie castings and the TV castings haven't done this to a comic book, I feel like, in years now. I mean, that's how it used to be back in, when the second speculator boom started, once we started, Iron Man and the Avengers spec, and you could, spec on D-list characters just to get killed in the first 10 minutes. Well, now it felt like even that didn't even help. And it was hard to move books based on movie or TV spec anymore, at least for a period of time. This has been going on for weeks now.
Yeah. You know what the scary thing is? Like, okay, so what if this all happens and she comes out as Dazzler? And what if she's really good? You know what I mean? Like, really good.
I don't
because
care
it's one thing if
bad.
just it being a joke and all that, but what if the character resonates with a lot of little girls out there, and then it just creates this thing where they're almost compelled to have to give Taylor Swift money to reprise her role in something else, like a movie, a bigger X-Men movie or what have you. That's why there's that little gamble there, because I mean, it's still a pretty cheap gamble,
What's it selling for?
Okay, CGC 9.8s were 1,500 last week. Now they are 2,100.
Oh, I take that back. It's a pretty expensive gamble out there.
9.2s are up to 350. They were 250. And there have been a ton of sales of this book raw. But be careful. This is a
80s book, 1980s.
Yeah, it's a
X-Men book.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, but finding one that is in decent shape is a little more difficult.
Hood, you made an Instagram post the other day showing that old school Necrosha Dazzler
because
book.
That's drawn just like Taylor Swift.
It's great.
That is like, pull that picture up. That's fucking Taylor Swift, dude. And I put her face right next to her. I go, man, if there's a book out there that nobody's really talking about, it's the book that has Taylor Swift's fucking face on it.
Yeah.
Oh, what Models Inc. one?
No, it's the Necrotia.
Have you ever seen that Models Inc. cover?
Well, hold on. Look at my cover first.
Forget Dazzler.
Look at that.
That's a good.
Look at that. That's Taylor Swift, bro.
Yes.
Mama.
Yeah,
that's
but
good.
Pull up Models Inc. and tell me it's not Taylor
Which
Swift.
number?
No, I think it's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Oh yeah.
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 But I like the other one better.
I do too like the other one better, but this definitely looks like Taylor Swift. Is that supposed to be Dazzler?
I don't know if it is or not.
See, the other one says Dazzler on there.
It does
And
say
there's
Dazzler
another
right here. Dazzler on mine.
There's another Taylor Swift book, and it was a Zenoscope book, and it's got Kanye in the cover with Taylor Swift.
Oh,
and I
wow.
can't.
With the trophy or whatever.
I don't know what if somebody it was like a Halloween special or something. If somebody knows what it is, I can't remember what it is. I don't know Zenoscope books, but I know that there was a book that it came out like right after the whole was it the Music Awards or Grammys or whatever it was,
MTV Music Awards. Yeah, that's interesting. I can't find it, but it's out there. I know it.
All I know is I would love to have a even if she doesn't play Dazzler, I would love to have I don't like signature series books, but I think I would want that as a signature series book.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. This could all just be like a 30-second, cameo in the movie. But I think what Hood is talking about could really happen. I think she could be really good. I think that they could make a TV series based on her character and she could play it perfectly. Like I could totally see that happening and her wanting to do that, her wanting to be to do acting, and she likes the character. What we saw at the game this last week with, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just because Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, was best friends with Taylor Swift. And, of course, Hugh Jackman's going to hang out with Ryan Reynolds right now because Hugh Jackman's getting a divorce. They're taking on, there's all these people are making up all these excuses for it not to be. I think that the easiest thing to happen is what we're all saying, that it could, Blake could be Lady Deadpool and,
yeah. Why
like,
not?
I agree.
Why not?
Yep. I agree.
I mean, we need something different. You know what I mean? Like this would be a whole, like in a way, kind of a reset, and let's start this all over again. But like, I mean, lately, like a lot of the Disney Plus stuff has been shit, and I'm eager for something fresh and different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let's see what happens.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. All right, you guys. Number 1 spot this week. Birds of Prey issue number 2, the Otto Schmidt 1 in 50. I've seen so many people talking about this book. And it is a ghost, right? It's super hard to find.
Surprise,
I don't know.
Surprise.
I don't know. Is it hard to find?
I have no idea.
I heard people have been having a hard time finding this book.
It is a tough book to find.
Yeah.
Selling for $150 to $175. There's been a couple sales that like over 200, but I kind of question those sales because most of them have been in this 150 to 175 range.
Yeah.
Like I don't hate the cover, but it's not like a cover that I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's like the best cover ever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay $150 for it.
Bro,
that would.
Yeah. That's all your brother Ben over there,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well,
That's a long short book. It should be called Birds of Long Short.
yeah. Yeah. Does she have
But
elf
you know,
ears?
it's a striking cover though, man. It's done really, really good.
I like
liked
the
it.
colors. The colors are good. It is what it is.
Would you put it in the top 10 covers of the year?
No,
Mm,
no, not
there's
even.
been so many good covers this year,
Yeah,
Aaron, you
not
know?
even
Yeah.
close. I think this is a rarity one, and I think a lot of people have jumped on that bubblegum covers thing. You know, that has become a thing recently, thanks to people like Longshort, who has. I never heard about anybody collecting bubblegum covers before that, but it's definitely become a thing, and I think he's helped push that. But you know, this
Well,
is.
and you know he's a collector because he has like multiple long
Oh,
boxes of bubblegum covers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. It just came out. How many people were buying, you know, that many copies of Birds of Prey, number 2? Yeah. So I do agree with Jersey to the Bay that says the Frizzin' Bubblegum Harley Quinn cover is better than this by far. By far. But it wasn't a 1 in 50. If it was a 1 in 50, it would have been on the list. I guarantee it. People would have been, you know, that book would have been a ghost on eBay. But there's so many copies of it out there. Again, rarity is an important thing. Mr. Marv says I bought 51 copies. Just
So when you're talking about Longshort loves bubblegum covers, okay, cool. So like Yee, like what are comics that like a weird thing that you would be kind of like
Known for collecting?
yeah, like what do you like to go, you know, find that may be kind of off the radar or something like that?
So for a while I was trying to collect covers where people were smoking cigarettes. And then I was also trying to go down the rabbit hole of cherry blossom covers. Like anything that has like cherry. Yeah.
Oh, but then, I like that.
Yeah.
But some of them but some of them started getting expensive, so I was like kind of like I don't know if I'm going to keep on going down this rabbit hole.
I was looking for books with the characters eating a taco, but I haven't found too many of those.
It's like Deadpool comics.
Yeah.
Green
lots of Deadpool.
Taco variant, bro.
Yeah. You can get those in baseball cards. They just announce them in comics and then they change them. But yeah, man, that's crazy.
McClay, what do you like something off the wall? I mean, you do. I mean, skulls and stuff. But I mean, everybody collects those.
Cannabis,
like something that's like, okay, yeah, so you're
aliens and
covers.
Cannabis, yeah. Uncle
Artist
Sam
first.
covers, yeah. Art creator first, yeah.
I like copper tone covers.
Yeah, I know somebody else that likes those.
Yeah. You know, a couple off the wall things that I tend to like, and these are, it's really hard to like even describe them, but like covers that have like something going on underwater, like something's above water and then there's something really bad going on below water that you can't see from above the water.
I like that.
And then the other one is covers where somebody is not amputees. No amputee covers. Is girls who smirk, like they just have a smirk on their face. I don't know, that's always been a thing of I don't know, something about that look. I love that look.
Yeah, I like this too. Date stamps and market stamps. I love those. I love finding like grease pen stamps on old books.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yes, definitely Jack Kirby covers. Oh yeah, I buy all those.
Clip it.
For a while, I was collecting death of characters, like when that character dies in the comic.
No, that's why I like being on like shows like that and listening to you guys, because books I may not have considered or appreciate, I look at that book, you know, the book in a different way and So you know what? It is pretty cool. Like I'm gonna go scoop one up, if I see it in the wild, I'll pick it up. But
Yeah.
you know, just like the bubblegum thing with Longshort, I definitely every time I go out, like I'm looking for anything bubblegum. You know,
Yeah.
the copper tone, like I'm looking for anything where like a dog is peeling off the chick's bathing suit, like.
Yeah.
But before I wouldn't even be paying attention. Cool skull cover now. Like if I see one, man, Brian might dig that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So or Alien. I've been picking up a lot of Alien books and with the Martians and stuff like that, old kind of
Yep.
space. So that's what I like getting together with you guys and kind of just talking about those things that you guys might be looking for and stuff like that. That's what makes it cool, man.
I
You know?
agree. I couldn't agree more, Hood. You said it perfectly. That's what makes this fun. I think that a lot of people love watching this type of content because of that, and that's what makes it fun. Finding out new information, new cool like things like this, niche collecting ideas. You know. By the way, you guys, we have a Discord, a Beyond Wednesdays Discord. Check out the link below. Anybody's allowed to enter. There's nothing, you know, stopping from it. It's an open Discord, but we have a huge list of niche comic book collecting things, and we love talking about, you know, putting up examples of covers like that in those lists. And we do it because what Hood said, it's fun to talk about. It's fun to talk about what other people love to collect, you know, and it's fun to hear people talking about what they love to collect. Right, you can hear that love and see it. So good stuff, man. Triple the ratio that this book is selling for right now. So if you're lucky enough to get one and you don't really like bubblegum covers, you might.
You know what I'm trying to collect? Like books that came out on my birthday.
Ooh, yeah. I know
Right?
a lot of people that do that.
And it's kind of like I've got a good stack of them, but I want to get a spinner rack and put all the books that came out on my birthday on a spinner rack and kind of like
It's hard to find those platinum age books.
not me. I'm in my prime.
Yeah. All right, you guys, let's get into the comments from last week's episode real quick here. Starting off with our boy Tiger Fett, one of the best, says, "Great show as always, guys. So does Stein only respond to cool comments? The owl on the Ahsoka cover by Gist is Morai, the owl from form of the daughter, a force god from Mortis. The daughter sacrificed herself to save or revive Ahsoka when they were on Mortis. Dave Dorman drew some of the best covers from the original Marvel Star Wars series, but Adi Granov will always be my favorite. Take care, guys, and aloha." And if you guys watched Ahsoka this week, this is a great comment, and thanks Tiger Fett for writing this. This is great information that probably just answered a lot of questions for a lot of people. So, and I like how Stein says, "Sometimes I only respond if I think I can be witty. It's my cry for attention." Paul Diggs Comics says, "Great show, guys. I tried to watch a few other top 10 shows, but they just didn't hit the same for me. There's something to be said about the right mix of personalities, and this feels like a bunch of buddies hanging out and talking comics. It's truly a joy to watch. Keep it up. Cheers." And yeah, Paul, that's exactly, I think, when we talk about what we want the show to be and how we want it to be, that's exactly how I think of it in my head. Right, guys? Just friends talking about comics with other friends. Nick says, "Great content. I love the format. Please keep the honorable mention with the Golden Age. Love the books." Hell yeah. We all agree. David Posner says, "Hood, I'm the project manager for a drywall company. I would have scraped the popcorn, painted your walls, ceiling, and trim, all while protecting your flooring for an X-Men 94. You should always check to see if a contractor doesn't mind being paid in comics first. It will save you and your wife time and money." And there was a lot of replies to this. Wolves #1 fan says, "Shit, I'd do it for comics too. I'm a painter. Let's start a company just to build a huge comic collection on the side. LOL." And then David said, "Now you're speaking my language." And Stein says, "Comics are the new Bitcoin." I can see that. Decor's already winning that game. Steve Bell says, great show. Love them. Keep them coming. From Brian, the best description of Godzilla ever. Yep. I agree. That was a great one. Tomb World says, shout out to Tomb, too. Another one of the best. Love Tomb. Make sure you guys are following Tomb on IG. He does great art, and he's just a good dude all around. Good dude. Nice. I ordered that Void Rivals in August. My copy should be here any day now. Nice. Good call, man. That was a spoiler cover too. You had to just kind of have the thought process that it was going to blow up. James says, watching on the rewind, I work a lot, but I always try to find the time to watch you guys. You guys are awesome. Thumbs up to you guys. You make me a better comic book collector. That does mean a lot. Hell yeah. That is awesome. Kirby Carpenter says, I actually own a copy of the Indiegogo version of Meg. Interior art by Mike S. Miller, who did the Indiegogo campaign. Stein asked if the movies are worth watching, and Kirby Carpenter says, I did not watch the movie, so I'm not sure. But he bought the comic, so he said it was good. Bad Andy says, damn, Rich, I have locked myself out of my place and had to get my fat tuchus up a ladder to break in my apartment more than 3 times over the years. Now I know I'm not the only one. And Dollar says, haha, thank you for that. Yeah, it was rough, but we're all good now. Thanks for the comment and story. Hell yeah. Shout out to Richie. Make sure you guys go follow Spec Media. Give him a follow. Jeff says, I have probably over 100 Marvel newsstands from 2009 to 2013. Unfortunately, most of them are 6.5 to 8.0s, so I figure I would just hang on to them for a while. That is, I don't care if they're 6.5s or 8.0s, man. Those are great books to have. Those are rare. Great show, great host, says Andre Snell. Shout out to Andre. Appreciate you. BJ Novak, I've been saying it right, Novak, says, great show, no idea about any of these books. Well, that's what we're talking about. When we can have a great show and tell you about great books that you guys don't know about, that's a killer show. Rain in Threes says, all my shops cut new comic orders by 75%. These second prints are going to be ghosts. Heck, great cover B's and C's being overlooked right now will be sold at margin a year or two from now. Wow. Yeah, 75%. Jesus. That's a lot. Chris Greaves says, your live show starts about 3 a.m. in the UK, but one day if my mom lets me stay up late, I will be there maybe next year on my 60th. Well, Chris, we love you anyways, man. You don't have to watch it live. We appreciate you and all of our UK viewers. You guys are awesome. Cyber Grindin says, New Mutants 98 direct with a custom label sold on eBay for $18.95 hours after this podcast. Not bad. Not bad. Jennifer Caldwell says, you guys are awesome. So are you, Jennifer. Appreciate that. Up North Collect says, Snatched is dope. Scooped up all 4 issues during a box of pull. I may befell a Paper Girls trail. Okay. I got that. I understand that. Ariel says, love the show, but for some reason I have to stop myself from saying mama when I see a hot female character on a comic cover at my LCS. Is this a common problem among your fan base? Hey, my dad, every time the hot girl shows up, he does the same thing now because of Hood. He goes, mama! So, shout out to all the people that have caught on to that. Rainbow Brizite says, yes, Golden Age. And McDowell says 100%. So, hell yeah. More people agreeing that the Golden Age honorable mention is cool. BJ Novak says, you actually pronounced it right. Novak. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Big Remo says, good luck. We're all counting on you. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Rain in Threes, big shout out to Big Remo, one of the best in the community, one of the good guys. Make sure you guys give Big Remo a follow on IG, and we got to get him. I know he does a couple shows that I watch, so we got to get him on Beyond Wednesdays every once in a while now too. He's becoming a pretty good pro at this. Rain in 3 says, sneaker covers for me, and that was 10 minutes ago. Great job on these. Look at this. I love these recent things because they know we're going to do it. Reef the Sea Forever says, damn, I missed the show cruising the VW last night, fellas. And Stein says, Jetta or Bug? And Reef says, Bug. So lots of VW fans out there. I know my buddy Kyle has a really rare VW. It's a Fastback, I think. VW Fastback. Old school one. I think that's what they're called. Anyways, yeah. Shout out to Reef the Sea Forever. Good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. So, hell yeah, you guys. 171 till the end. Much love. We'll see you guys soon. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on your way out. Come hang out with us tomorrow night on Modern Comic Mayhem at Beyond Wednesdays. And we'll talk about the crazy Brian Pulido, Melinda Comics disaster. And we'll be talking about the craziness that is going to be NYCC 2023 this year and the huge sellout on all the foil that sold out 2 weeks before the con. That being said, we'll see you next time. Adios.
See you.